Takaichi's bold move. The summit concluded with a grand finale. Let's take a closer look with international correspondent Kang Jae-mook. Reporter Kang, as we saw earlier, Prime Minister Takaichi is credited with this landslide victory. Why?
Analysts say Prime Minister Takaichi's bold remarks resonated strongly. Rather than sticking to formalities, her strategy was to push the message of a candid Japan. Let's listen to her recent remarks.
I would like to conclude my speech by borrowing a well-known famous line. Just shut your mouth and invest everything in me.
It was at a venue requesting investment in Japan. Despite using slang-like expressions, it drew mostly positive reactions. This clearly reflects the public's strong desire for change, pushing to move away from the vague and often confusing rhetoric typical among Japanese politicians.
But Takaichi herself did not expect this. What does that mean?
It's a case where saying we won too much fits. The results were so overwhelming they lacked enough candidates and had to give some seats to other parties.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate?
In Japan's House elections, voters cast ballots for a regional candidate and a proportional party. Unlike our system, regional candidates in Japan can also be listed on the proportional representation roster. However, so many Liberal Democratic Party candidates listed in both won regional seats that there weren't enough proportional candidates left. Based on their vote share, the LDP could have secured 81 proportional seats but had to give 14 to other parties due to a lack of candidates.
In this pressing situation, wherein the proportional seats had to be given up as a result of an unfortunate shortage of candidates, we can see how much immense popularity the Prime Minister has garnered among the electorate.
In other words, the LDP could have secured up to 330 seats instead of the 316 they ultimately won. They fell short of this due to overwhelming support that even surprised them.
Is the U.S. closely watching Japan's election?
That's right. Trump's firm support for Prime Minister Takaichi is being reaffirmed. Right after the election, he congratulated her on the overwhelming victory with a celebratory message. Subsequently, Prime Minister Takaichi expressed gratitude in English, showcasing the strength of the U.S.-Japan alliance. Notably, the U.S. has shown its intention to counter China through Japan.
Great relationship with the president, and when Japan is strong, the U.S. is strong in Asia.
China, which has often clashed with Prime Minister Takaichi, has not hidden its discomfort. The Chinese state media made use of the idiom, "There are no red flowers for 100 days," signaling that nothing endures forever, alongside downplaying this remarkable victory. The rising tensions we see between China and Japan will grow.
All right, we'll leave it there. This is reporter Kang Jae-mook.